Hey guys, weather's finally pretty awesome. Awesome enough that I can just sit outside now. Anyway, alright, so this is kind of a weird thing for me to do. I never thought that I would be doing something like this. But here it goes. My birthday is in exactly a month, on April 19th. For my birthday, I wanted to get another tattoo. I haven't gotten a tattoo in 2 years maybe, and I wanted to get something that represents my skeptical side. Not specifically my atheist side, because I haven't really thought of anything good for that yet. The thing that first got me into being skeptical was reading Bertrand Russell's article about the teapot, which is now succinctly called Russell's Teapot, which I will read to you now. It was published, according to Wikipedia, in an unpublished article entitled "Is There a God?" commissioned in 1952 by Illustrated magazine. And this is what Russell's Teapot is. If I were to suggest that between the Earth and Mars there is a china teapot revolving about the Sun in an elliptical orbit, nobody would be able to disprove my assertion, provided that I were careful enough to add that the teapot is too small to be revealed even by our most powerful telescopes. But if I were to go on to say that, since my assertion cannot be disproved, it is an intolerable presumption on the part of human reason to doubt it, I should rightly be thought to be talking nonsense. If, however, the existence of such a teapot were affirmed in ancient books, taught as the sacred truth every Sunday, and instilled into the minds of children at school, hesitation to believe in its existence would become a mark of eccentricity, and entitle the doubter to the attentions of the psychiatrist in an enlightened age, or of the inquisitor in earlier times. So while it does relate to atheism, it's more about being skeptical. And I first read this in a philosophy class when I was about 18, and since then I've read a lot more of Russell's work, one of my favorites being Why I'm Not a Christian, and it's a collection of his shorter works. Anyway, I'm digressing from my point. I don't have the money for this tattoo, but I like the idea of a community contributing to a piece of artwork on my body. Something that I will literally have for the rest of my life, that will have a story behind it and a significance to me of how it got there. And that is why you may think this to be incredibly tacky, but I'm going to ask for donations to buy this tattoo for my birthday. I've set up a PayPal account. I've put the link in the sidebar. Now, I want you guys to know that you can donate anonymously, or you can write your username or whatever you want. I'm not gonna be mad if nobody donates. This is just kind of like a wild idea I had, and I still think it's kind of tacky, but like I said, I like the idea of a community putting together, like getting me a piece of artwork. I like that, you know, every time I look at it I want to think about the community that I belong to on YouTube. So that's why I'm doing this, not just because I'm poor and have no shame. Another thing I want to say with this video is I have come up with a picture. The picture that I came up with, I just found out recently, is actually on a Teach the Controversy t-shirt. And I didn't know that. I can't remember where I found the picture. It was years ago that I found it. So I know it's on a t-shirt. But I like it because it's simple. Nobody else is going to know what it means unless they're very familiar with Russell's Teapot, and in which case I think it would be really cool to have somebody come up to me and be like, "Oh, Russell's Teapot, that's awesome." You know, something, I like that it's something that I have to explain, because it's like, well, now I'm going to explain to you what being skeptical is about, too. But if anybody has any other ideas, if they want to draw something for me, hell, send me a picture. I am totally willing to I'm going to open my mind to different ideas. But like I said, my birthday's in a month, and yeah, that's it. And definitely, you know, if you guys contribute, I'll owe you something. I'll owe you some kind of, like, you know, funny video or whatever. So also, you know, give me some suggestions for that. I will try and get a video of me getting the tattoo, but, you know, depending on where I go, I don't know if they'll let me do that. So yeah, so donations to PayPal in the sidebar. I love you all because you're all part of my YouTube community. And be skeptical, always. And give me ideas for how I can pay you back. We're not doing hand stuff.